Hi guys, beautiful Sunday morning filled with blessings right here at the farm. And October is ending, November is starting. We're going to have a lot happening on the farm. Outside the two farms, so this is the poultry farm that I'm on right now. You can see my home right there, and you can see the poultry houses right there in the background. A lot is going to be happening right here and on the goat farm, which is about maybe 5 kilometers away from here. I'm going to be doing quite a lot of stuff. So this is my outdoor gazebo. Yeah, it's where I chill and relax from. It also works double as parking for my scooter. Yeah, and right here, right besides it, I'm going to be building a kitchen. So as you guys can see, my tiny house right there, it has an indoor, outside it, I think like this, they call it a kitchenette, like a small tiny kitchen, but nothing like, well, it works, but not very utilitarian. So what I have decided to do is that I'm actually going to build like a proper outdoor kitchen right here. Something that will look good and farm-like. And I think we're going to start on that tomorrow. That will actually still be in October. I got some iron sheeting. They were scratched. One part of it was scratched, but yeah. I got some iron sheeting that we're going to be utilizing on the house right here. So I think it's going to be looking really good. Meanwhile, before we go on, guys, I'm having a problem, yeah? So I have this table of mine, yeah? It's a really good table. Really good table, built with very good wood. Unfortunately though, there is some insects that actually bore holes. Yeah, I don't know if you guys can see. Yeah, they like, I don't know, do you see that? Yeah, they've started digging holes in it. Now this is supposed to be like hardwood. I think this was like muvule. Now I don't know what muvule is in because I think it's like a Luganda word. I think it is. Yeah, in Luganda, yeah, and they had started boring, or I would say they have started. They've been doing it to some of the poles, the eucalyptus poles up there, but that one I'm not so worried because they pick out on a few, maybe one or two that they chew on. I don't know why they choose that particular one, yeah, but there's a lot of others to do the supporting. So for that, I'm not worried. But for the table, I'm really worried. So last night I came and sprayed. I think you can see one of them died. Yeah. So I brought an actual insecticide and sprayed here to try and kill them. I can see they try to come out, to get out. They're still, because I think these are like some dead ones. Yeah. There's still some inside there. But how do I prevent this from happening? As you can see, the table is actually already vanished. It's a nicely vanished table. But how do I stop this from happening? Because I have a feeling that if this keeps happening, they're going to do this to the entire table. And I don't want that to happen. So solutions from YouTube, please leave in the comment section below. I need to solve this problem. And when we move over to my garden right here, you guys can see my plants have been growing quite nicely. Some of them have like beautiful flowers, as you can see. Then there is this hopeless one here. This one, I'm just going to replace it. Yeah. When I went to buy it and found it at the garden, the place where I bought them, it looked so nice and beautiful. It has failed to, come up with anything. So I'm going to be replacing it. You can see some of these, yeah, looking really beautifully. So we'll move over. Meanwhile, guys, you can see our sugarcane right here. Also, we have a dog with some puppies. Now she's breastfeeding. I don't want to open because as soon as I open, she'll go out, but take a look at her. 9 puppies. She's a Belgian Malinois. Yeah, 9 puppies. I'll just open gently. You guys can see her. Yeah, she has 9 puppies. That's crazy, and they're all still alive. Yeah, I think they're like just over 2 weeks right now, maybe 14 days or 15 days. And look at her, so beautiful. So as you guys can see, like I've told you, we're going to be doing a lot of building. I brought a mixer that we're going to be utilizing during the building. Yeah, first with my accommodation right here. This is a trailer that I brought onto the farm recently. We're going to be utilizing it a lot to carry around stuff. Now, because of the building that's going to be happening, we brought in some poles. These are eucalyptus poles, and we're going to be bringing in a bit more, yeah, to help us with the building. So the structure that I'm going to, be putting up for the kitchen is going to be, really just eucalyptus poles. And then you can see some iron sheeting that I brought in. So we're going to be building or using for constructing sick bays. Yeah. So this is quite a number of iron sheeting. Now I'll show you why and where we need the iron sheets. Yeah. So you guys can see that we have 1, 2, 3, 4 poultry houses. But for the 4 poultry houses, we only have 2 sick bays. Yeah. So we have the tiny sick bay, which is just an extension of that you can see right there. And we have another sick bay. right there, yeah? And those 2 sick bays are not enough. Are not enough for the 4 flocks that we have inside here. So because of that, we're going to be building or constructing another sick bay. And we're going to be constructing one for this poultry house first, yeah? So this one, not as yet. We found a way of improvising to have a sick bay for this. We're going to construct a sick bay for this house somewhere around there, yeah? Somewhere around here on the side, yeah? Now, in addition to that, guys, we just got fancier. So we got ourselves a feed mixer. Take a look at this. This is a 1-ton feed mixer for the farm. So it's going to be running using a motor. So it's going to be using electricity. We'll tie the motor right here on the side. You can see these holes, yeah? So these holes are for like bolting it onto here. And then after that, we'll have some, you know, belts, and then they'll be connected to that. I'll call it a shaft, which ideally turns, yeah, and spins and takes the feed up, yeah. So feed is poured right into here. You guys can see it right there. Then as it's turning, it takes all the feed up into, you know, this container, this drum, and then the feed keeps being mixed on the inside there, as you can see. Yeah, so it's going to be like working for us very, very nicely. Now, the biggest challenge we actually do have is that this mixer can't get inside our feed store through the door. So as you guys can see, our door is actually much smaller than we would want it to be. Yeah, so we're going to have to like improvise. So you guys can see our mill. Yeah, this is our feed mill. It uses single phase power. And it works very, very nicely. Yeah, it's our feed mill. Now we want to put our mixer somewhere here inside the store. As you guys can see, we have our feed here, and the guys actually mix the feed using shovels. Yeah, just get shovels and mix everything every day. That's what we've been utilizing. But right now we want to change everything. Yeah, so we're going to be putting our feed mixer right there, somewhere right there. So what we're going to do is that we're going to make a huge hole through here, a huge cutting through this iron sheeting. And then we're going to bring the mixer through that. Then we'll be able to repair it after. In the end, this is because we're going to be expanding our feed mill, hopefully very soon, because it's not as big as we need to be. Right now, we don't have as much feed because, I mean, it's been eaten out. But when we do restock the store right here, it gets very, very full. So because of that, we need to actually build another store. And right there will be the door that leads to the extension. So we're going to have to, you know, create a hole through there to bring our mixer inside here. In addition to all this that we're going to have to build in November, for the feed store, we're not building it right now. No, we're not. As you can see, we still do have some space. We're not going to be building it right now. But in addition to this, we're also going to be building a store on the goat farm for the hay that we are producing. So we have quite an amount of hay that we've so far gotten on the farm, mainly from alfalfa and Chloris Guyana. So we've already also started harvesting our super napier, which is on the goat farm. So we are harvesting it and utilizing it to like feed the goats. It's like, you know, extra nutrition because the free range that they were doing wasn't providing for them literally everything that we needed. So we've already started, you know, getting some of the napier and the super napier and feeding it to the goats. But also the hay that we've been collecting, yeah, from, this is the alfalfa, for example, the Chloris Guyana that we've been collecting, right now is starting to pile up, yeah? So we've been storing it in one of the houses, yeah? There's like a farm staff house right there. You guys are seeing me pointing at, yeah? And one of the rooms, we've decided to use it for storing our hay, but very soon it won't be big enough. There's about 1.5 acres of Chloris Guyana that I planted somewhere, and once we harvest it, we're going to get way too much for the store. Yeah, not like too much, but ideally for the store that we do have, it's going to be too much. So we're going to have to find an alternative, and that alternative is going to be us building a store. So that store is going to be like 8 meters by 10 meters. It's a good thing for us to start with. I mean, I don't think with time it will be sufficient, but I mean, for the start, it's good enough for us, you know, to utilize and try to keep as much hay inside there for the goats as possible. Because guys, I probably do have maybe about 20 acres, yeah, of possible pasture land, maybe just a little bit more, maybe 25 acres, yeah, for possible pasture land. And with that, I can't keep big herds of goats, maybe 500 goats, 600 goats that I would want to keep using free ranging system. No, it would never work. So what makes more sense is actually to grow fast growing grasses, like, you know, our alfalfa right here, which is very proteinous, our napier, which is also very, very good, Chloris Guyana, which grows really quickly and it has the nutrients, and then just keep cutting it and taking it over to the animals. Yeah, that's what makes more sense, and it's what we are trying to do right now to try to maximize the space that we have. And so that store is actually going to come in very, very handy. Yeah, and then another thing that I actually had a plan for initially was to construct another chicken house. So as you guys might know, we have a flock of about 5,000 birds that I think right now at the recording of the video, of course by the time the video goes up that will be much later, but at the recording of the video that flock is like 8.5 weeks, coming to 9 weeks. Yeah, and part of that flock is in this house, the isolated house. Now the other flock is actually in a house this side. Yeah, so I wanted to now start bringing flocks of 5,000 each. So I would need to build another chicken house right besides that one for me to be able to do that. But right now I'm a bit resource constrained, especially with the building that's going to be happening and the things that I'm planning to do. Yeah, I'm a bit resource constrained, so I've decided to slow down. I'm only going to bring in one flock to replace the flock that's going out, and then the expansion plans will probably get back next year, March or April next year. So that's when we'll build now another poultry house. Yeah, and hopefully by the end of the year, by the end of next year, we'll probably be like at 20,000 birds at least. Yeah, because right now we're at 14,500 ideally in terms of capacity. That's where we are right now. One by the end of next year to be at least at 20,000. That would be good enough to fund my other dream projects that I'm going to be having. So yeah guys, that was, I mean, just a brief to show you guys what the plans are, what we're going to be doing. I mean, it's going to be quite a tasking heavy month, November, for me, but I'm going to be sharing all the progress with you guys right here on the channel. So I hope you actually do, you know, stick around and enjoy it. Catch you very soon with another one. Lots of love. Bye bye.